And up next for Cleveland, Austin Wells.
Hey, attaboy. Nice
And there's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
It bounces and he takes off for second. Throw to second. Out there. And Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
Back here in Kansas City. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping up for the Guardians, Austin Wells. Ripped on the ground to second. India over to first in time. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 1 for 2. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. The pitch. Popped up right side. Pasquantino settles underneath it. And that is that. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but Jonathan India at the plate.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
This one in the dirt. Tag safe. He's into third on the wild pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man at second with 1 away. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Swing and a pop-up. India on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Man at second.
Hey, nice rip, big dog.
Base hit. Here comes Wells around third. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
This one ends 7-0. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now here's Nolan Jones. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So runner at second, 2 down. Nolan Jones now at the plate, and Cleveland on top 1-0. On a line out towards center. Isbell makes the catch, and that'll do it. Now here is Nolan Jones. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Oh, the throw is over his head. Now around third, waving him home.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at third, nobody out. Ezekiel Tovar digs in for the Guardians. And that one gets away at the plate. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. One away as the second run of the inning scores. Now it's going to be Dairon Blanco. And that one ripped into right. Jones makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The throw to third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, run away. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and that one is off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, that'll do it. And the Royals collect their first. Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And today on the hill, Kyle Bradish. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping. On his way home. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Tosses to first, and that is a big first out. One out, runner at second. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Payoff pitch. Out to short. Throw to first in time. So runner at second, 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Tap back to the mound. Handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. Man at first, nobody out. Here's Lane Thomas now. Doubled his first time up. Hit hard, base hit. Rudder stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. This one in the air, center field. Meadows hauls it in for the out, and there's 1 down. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Luis Rengifo. And that one hit to first. The throw to second. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple. And then that error allows a run to score. And
oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. His 4th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 8-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That's out to center field. Tracks it down for the out. 1 down. Here's Lane Thomas.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Just trying to.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians take the series opener here at home.
I always love playing 4th of July games at home. There's so much energy in the ballpark, the red, white, and blue everywhere. And when you get a win, you feel like you did something special. Now it's off to get showered and changed and enjoy these fireworks.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. About to get started here. And on the hill, Slade Ciccone. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a...
And a base hit. Headed for the plate. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
There's a swing and a drive. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
That's a base hit. Miranda coming around third. Play at the plate. Got him.
Well, not much you can say here other than you should have listened to your third base coach. It's tough because we've all seen examples of this working out for players, but when it doesn't, it's a really bad look.
And that one hammered. That's back. That's long gone.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Ezekiel Tovar digs in for the Guardians. And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing. For the...
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Line drive and a base hit. Santana around third. Dives and makes the tag. Great effort for the second out. 2 on, 1 out. Jose Miranda up now for the Tigers. At the belt and fires. To first. Might be 2. To Tovar. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Will Vest.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Nice rip, big guy.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
0-2 now. On the ground, right side. On to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
1 out. Runner at second. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to third. Miranda tags the runner for 1 and no throw. He's into first easily. So a man at first. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. The Tigers down to their final strike. Swing and it's popped straight up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that'll do it. The Guardians. And now it's going to be Willie Castro. That one not close. And we're underway. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first. He'll do it himself. Out. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Now it's the DH, Michael Hellman. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Hellman, with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. In the air, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Carlos Correa. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Hellman leads off first with one away. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And that's downstairs. The countdown 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another.
Right through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 2 down.
Out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Ryan Jeffers stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Mike Ford. Hall back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Ford throws right, bats left. Batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2017. Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Stepping in, Matt Wallner. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Wallner launched a homer in his most recent game. In the air to left center. Kwan heads after it. Makes the catch for the out. So up next for Minnesota, Luke Keeschel. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Late with the swing there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
In the dirt, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Hall winds and deals. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
No
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ball one there. Just missed.
Inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the batting order turns over. And next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. There's a strike. One out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
On the ground, right side. Santana takes it himself, and the Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening. pitching of late. Really been playing well. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Lewis stands in now and watches strike one. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's in the dirt. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Hall back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. So digging in, Matt Wallner. Fly to left his first time. And that drops in for a strike. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Keishel batting for the second time, and that's strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down go the Twins in order. They're up. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. There's the strike.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 2 strikes.
1-1-1.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was now this ball splits the gap in right center, makes the turn and heads for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
He gets labeled as a bad ball hitter because he's just got that special knack of doing damage with pitches outside the zone. He's just really good at it.
1 out, runner at second. Michael Hellman, the next Twin up to hit. Swinging a foul out of play.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Fought off foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. That's to third. Ramirez bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here. It's the Minnesota Twins taking one down. Jonah Bride, the next Twin up to hit. One down, base is empty. Out to short. Tovar tosses across to first, and there's two away. Ezekiel Tovar digs in for the Guardians. Line drive, caught. Runner at first with two away. And up next for Cleveland, Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. And now the DH, Pavin Smith. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 2 in this one. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. But the city overall supported the event really well. Man at first, Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. Ground ball left side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they can't get the out. First and second, one out. So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. In the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. 2 on, 1 out. It's through for a hit. Coming home. Fires to the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
This one smoked out to left. Castro makes the catch, and that will end. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. And the 0-2. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to Santana, 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. The Twins down to their final strike. Base hit and a run in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch.
First and second, 2 outs. So up next for Minnesota, Mickey Moniak. That one the other way. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, got him, and that's the ball game. A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the... Now it's the DH, Josh Smith. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Kicks and fires. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone. It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on pitchers as the game goes on.
And first offering is fouled off. Hall. He's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time. 1 out, base is empty.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ball game.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Kwan makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back in Arlington, here's Jock Peterson. Hall back to work. On the ground right side, gets to it with a slide, and they get the out.
He's out.
Here's Josh Young.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hall, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Pitches in the dirt, now 1-2. On the outside corner, got him looking. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
In the air, left side. Kwan settles underneath it, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Rangers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And that one upstairs. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. That one down the line. Throw on to Santana. And a couple of quick outs. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hit in the air, center field.
I got it. Walk.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 9. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Josh Smith. And that is out of play. And that's fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here is Marcus Semien. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. Semien working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Seager stands in now. Flying to left his first time. That one's in there. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Guardians 1 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Hall back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Peterson just got a piece of it. He goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. One down, base is empty. And 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. And that drops in for a strike. Garcia, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
The Rangers hitless so far in the game. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's Jake Berger to hit. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Rangers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
In the dirt, and the count is 2-2. And they'll do it again. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Makes a sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Guardians leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So next to hit for Texas, Jonah Heim. And a foul ball. Two out, space is empty. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
For the Rangers, the designated hitter, Josh Smith.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Out to short. Fires over to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Strike 1. That's to third. Zips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Next up for Texas, Corey Seager. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Rangers yet to pick up a hit here. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one missing inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Okay.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kwan moving under this one. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Globe Life Field. Now the left fielder, Jock Peterson. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herron.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that one's a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. This to third. Ramirez sends it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. In there, and it's 0-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
1 down, base is empty. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, right side. Lau sends it to first, and Garcia is out. And it's a 1. Go down quickly there. It's 5-0. And we're back at the plate. Cal Raleigh. Win back to work. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. This one's smoked on its way out of here.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Calls it in, and there's 1 away. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Into the bullpen and gone.
Well, he went up there, looking to do damage.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Chris Martin.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every out.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Around first, digging for two. Relay to second, and in there with a double off the wall.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And the lead continues to grow. So up next, Daniel Schneemann. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. And next is the Guardians catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Peterson makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
3 outs from a no-hitter. Oh, and this one's hammered, and it's not coming back, and there goes the bid in history.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Friedel in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That's in there, and the count is 1-1. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, and that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
High fly ball out into left center field. Tovar. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this
up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Up next for the Rangers, Marcus Semien. There's a strike. Swings and misses. 0-2. Heron is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Cut on and lifted in the air. Jones towards the line, stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second. There comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in Cleveland. And on the mound today, Matt Manning. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
2 outs, runner on first. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Into the dive, and he got it.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
First and second, 2 outs. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's the inning. Guardians go ahead run on base. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Now a long throw home, right past his coach, headed for the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Faedo.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Baду pulls it down, and there's one away. Now here is Nolan Jones.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
And that's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Right through there, got him. Huge strikeout there. Here comes Lane Thomas. That one out to right. And the inning is over. Runs in the inning, but they strand 3. So 2 down. Here's Riley Green. This could end it. Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians hold on to win Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. 1 down. This is Joey Bart. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dives and he can't hang on. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. Mize back to work. Line drive, base hit right field. And a good start to the inning. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. The pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. To the right side, Miranda. He takes it on his own. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter. Out number 2. Cal Raleigh digs in for the Guardians. Right side. Makes a nice running catch. Back now at Progressive Field. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man at first with one gone. And up next for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Carlos Santana will hit next. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well.
And a base hit right there. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 2. And next is the Guardians catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing at a high fly ball right field. And that will end the inning. 2 men left. So 1 out, nobody on. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. He's 2 for 2. And a foul ball. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag out. So bases all loaded up. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now Carlos Santana. Drilled out towards left center field. Meadows going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Riley Green. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. The Guardians take this one. All right, ready to go here. And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Thomas hauls it in, and there's one away. So, runner at second, 2 down. There's Lane Thomas now, and Cleveland on top 1-0. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Duvall ranging back. And that's the 3rd out. Game 1 of the division series. And now it's Christian Walker. That one hammered center field. Thomas going back on this one. Caught just shy of the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Lane Thomas. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run across. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Carlos Santana, the next to hit. In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, out to short. Over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's deep, and that's going to bang against the wall. Lead runner around second. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different.
Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. There's one. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 8-1. 1 down. Here comes Lane Thomas. Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first, and Thomas is out. 2 outs, nobody on. John Singleton up next for the Astros.
1-1-1-1.
Hard hit right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians claim game 1 here at home. Okay, all set to go. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
On the run, sends it over to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Lifted in the air, right field. drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Brown back to work. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So a man at first, and now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Hammered, base hit. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
One out, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Cal Raleigh. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Swung on, belted. Dubon raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the top of the wall. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Lau at the plate. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Altuve to first. Lau out on the play.
Now back, left field. He's had Kwan.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see. Makes the catch, inning over. 1 left for the Guardians. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
This This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew. One down. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His second home run of the series, and they inch closer. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Tag, and he's out at the plate. Both runners able to move up a base, so it'll be second and third with 2 gone. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they lead it. It's 5-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Throw there. Safe. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Myers under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Packed house here at Dyken Park. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Smith is just one strike away. That to right. Lays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. And the lead runner holds on at second base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. Lead runner moves up to third, but no movement from the runner at first.
Gonna have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the two-out hit. Then
swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and the Guardians are on their way. Next. James Outman will hit next. Popped up, and the infield fly is called. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A massive home run. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
In the air, right field, Jones. And that is the third out of the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
That one back there. Out of here.
I mean, what a performance we're seeing in this one. 3 home runs in a World Series game. Ridiculous. And that's what backyard dreams are made of, and he's living it in
The fourth game of the World Series. Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh. Ohtani back to work. Center field. Outman moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. One out. Runner at second. Here's Mookie Betts now.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Throw cut off, now to the plate. The tag, and he's out. Betts into second. So two down. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Fly to center his first time. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there. Forget it.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
They get the out on Muncy.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield is back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
And that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. The throw home. Save. He scores, and it's a one-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume tapped softly on the ground. Loud.